Hi everyone, this is Killshot 99 Game. This is Play Dead Live Tag Team Season 1, April 13th. Here we are. It is main event Monday. Tonight, I think, has the potential to be the three biggest matches we've done. I'm not going to say it's going to be the best because you never know till they pan out, because I have to be honest, last Wednesday was really, really good. The matchups were even. It was good battle, good strategy all the way through. But tonight on paper looks really, really good. We got the number one rated team, undefeated, the Twisted Sisters in the house. Looking, it's gonna be a good match tonight because we got Kel and Moonshot, who are on a little bit of a hot streak. They got a couple wins in a row. Then we got a couple teams that have hit a little bit of a rut. They're on losing streaks. Tank and Dimes have lost, and Will and Ocean Man each coming off a loss. So big night for them to get back on track. And then the third match are a couple of teams that are very hot as well. You got Fly Rod and the 10-man versus Rocket, Crockett, and Trigger. So we got that's the battle of the household. We got Trigger versus Fly Rod. So somebody's gonna be sleeping on the couch tonight. I don't know who it's gonna be, but we're gonna find out very soon. No bundles tonight. You guys know we're only doing bundles on Wednesday night. And I'm going to talk a little bit about the game. We had a great time Friday night. Had a super good event over the weekend. Ton of new items, so you're going to see some of those new items in play tonight. Probably going to see some glam bams tonight. Some pink grenades, AP4. We got some other split pets. So much firepower out there right now. I could not be more pleased with what you guys are doing. Doing with the game. It's a great time. So we have no stream tomorrow night. Tomorrow's going to be a catch-up day for me. And then, we got some big stuff coming up on Wednesday night. And then we also got a Chapter 2 of Jigsaw Jungle. So just want to kind of throw it out there to those of you guys so far. This is the fourth chapter. What is your favorite chapter so far? We had the Asylum. We've had Crowley. We've had Crypts and Catacombs. And also Jigsaw Jungle. In Jigsaw Jungle, we had a preview raid, and we also had Chapter 1. So, just kind of curious, what's your, what's your favorite part up to this point? I might need a few people to F5. So if you guys make sure you're current, we got off to a little bit of a late start. Miss says the Jigsaw Jungle. It could have been the Prelude raid. I know the events are getting better and better, but I hope that I hope I ask this question in 2 months and it's going to be whatever the current is. So as you guys know, we'll do a little bit of Q&A. Our first match is 9:15. Any questions? Any questions about the game, about the scenario, about the backstory? How many people got your Play Dead Live sponsor packs? Deadly Dimes got she got one of the ones where the unholy smoke did not make it all the way to her home. So, who is anybody using your dry erase character record sheet? And once again, make sure you only use dry erase markers on this. You don't want to write it in Sharpie or permanent marker. But as long as you use dry erase marker, you can just update your stats and use this thing over and over again. It's a wonderful utility. So you just kind of wipe it off, write your stuff in there, and if you really want to, you could, if you have good handwriting, you could write your items in there like Deadly Dimes did, take a picture of it, and then send it to me, and it'll have all your items listed. So it's just a little bit easier. So I've got a little bit of good news. If you guys, who wants a little bit of good news? I mean, it's good news. I think you guys will like this. I can also ask that question and see what the delay is. So you guys know that when we play tested Play Dead Live, initially I told you guys that I wanted to get the first 6 chapters out there. So I had written a script, and some more than others. Like the first few chapters were almost done whenever we started. The next 3, most of the data was in there, the template, the story, but I'd certainly committed to 6 months of gameplay. Based on how well the game was received, how much PvP, all those things. So we are going to have content for the remainder of the year. So I've actually started working on Chapter 7 and Chapter 8. They're coming through really, really nicely. And I've got the templates for the entire year. So, and if it continues to do well, then we'll go into 2021. As you guys know, we play tested. We have a lot of fun. So, I think it's just important to kind of share that with you guys, because I don't want you guys thinking, all right, we're going to get 6 months into the game, and then what's going to happen to the game? You guys have invested a lot of time, a lot of energy, a lot of money into the game. So just want everybody to know that we're going to be going strong for the remainder of the year. And as long as we have good interaction, good involvement, the game stays fresh, it stays exciting, then my anticipation is that we're going to roll into 2021 and do this all next year as well. So we'll keep it creative and keep pushing through. Tonight, you're going to get to see some really good PvP. As you guys know, nobody in PvP is unbeatable. It just there's ways to beat every team. There's ways to beat every type of player. Some people are heavy damage. Some people are heavy health. Some people, they rely on spells. Some people do pets. Some people have armor piercing. But there's strategies to all types of gameplay. But I will say, in my experience, the players that understand their opponents and the players that spend a lot of time on their gear and their strategies typically
So Lit Mobile just sent me this solar wireless battery pack. I'm excited, let's see what's inside. I'm excited, let's see what's inside. I'm excited, let's see what's inside. I'm excited, let's see what's inside.
Need a professional website? I created one for our startup using...
All right, I'm back. Can everybody hear me? I think it's like my ads are just popping up all over the place. Hopefully you guys can hear me. All right, give me 1 second. I'm just checking on a couple things. Okay. All right, everybody, are we good? Are we back? That was crazy. That was like a major cable provider issue. Okay, coming in loud and clear. Before I was interrupted, it appears that I was discussing a little bit of team play and how there's a strategy to every team. So I want to go over standings and everything that 15 seconds. Yeah, everybody refresh. Everybody F5. So real quick, I want to go over standings so you guys know a little bit because there's questions about points for, points against. You guys can see the schedule. So tonight we got B-Dub and Unforeseen in the house. 3-0, undefeated, and Bonnie, one of the premier players that we have in singles, also in doubles. You can see the big thing is not a lot of points for. They've only played 3 matches. They played, the least amount of matches. But the points against, very, very low points against. So the point differential, huge there. Then you see Tank and Dimes, they were in first place. They're 3-1. They had a rough loss last week, but big match tonight. Will the Bill and Ocean Man. So you got that battle for 2 and 3. Bloodfish, Father Ron, a lot of points for, 22 points, only 9 points against. So good point differential. They're tied for the top in best point differential. Bones and Villar, big win last week, up to 2 and 2. And then you got Moonshot and Kel, as I said, a little bit of a hot streak with Moonshot and Kel. And then Gemstone and Mod Muse, going to start catching their groove shortly. Trigger and Rocket have been hot. They're up against Fly Rod and Ben. So in Group B, that match tonight is for first place in Group B. And then you got Sheila Beasley and Busy Bee not too far away. Check this out. I mean, they got Sheila Beasley and Busy Bee with 24 points. So their point differential is up there pretty high. So do not count them out. Football Master and Mist and all the teams just really, really kind of making a statement. So yes. Well, yeah, you can't hear because I wasn't talking. Hopefully we got it resolved. I'm here. I was just checking out some things there. There's been some rough connections today. What's up, Will? What's going on? All right, so if you guys are ready to get into tonight's matches, everybody do me a favor. Let's check the time. Give me a 999, everybody, just to make sure we're all on the same page. We will get through it. We'll get through it. And which one of my mods is keeping score of the first match? It's keeping the time. All right. The 10-man is going to do it. So there is some there's some new gear in play tonight. I ain't gonna mess it up for anybody. Not gonna ruin anybody's surprised. But there's some things gonna be in play tonight that are gonna be very interesting. Oh, you got it, Joe. Check out your inventory, and all right, we're gonna get into it. So Ben, if you can do me a favor. This is the scenario, Bonnie, Amanda, Kel, and Moonshot, you each have 20 seconds. 20 seconds to give me any of your pre-match buffs. I've got all your stats written down. I'm ready to go. I know what you're using. I know your weapons. We will be visiting Vietnam tonight, and looks beautiful, but I got a feeling those waters are going to be crimson colored very soon. Amanda's going red graphene and black graphene. Bonnie is going... Remember, you can use 3 tapes now, but only 2 graphenes. Remember, 3 total tapes. There you go. Moonshot remembers. Moonshot's going cobalt, titanium, and elysium. And he's going bless elixir. Good choices. Bonnie's going immune. Double elysium. And red graphene. And I know I had Kel up there. So Kel's going elysium on brace and black graphene. All right. Looks like some pretty good stats all the way around the board. So let me get the order in play. And Amanda's going to go immune elixir. And elysium on Cabal. Okay, here's the order. Moonshot will be first to act. Bonnie will be second in order. Kel will be third. And Amanda will be fourth. And if you guys don't know how PvP works, you should at this point. I am going to place your avatars. Kel's going to be over here. Moonshot, a little bit of high ground. Amanda, a little bit of high ground. And B-Dub, the terrain will be a factor. Pay attention to the rocks, to the water, to the trees. A lot of things are going to be into play tonight. If lag becomes an issue, we will address it. Otherwise, timers will be strictly upheld. So your first turn, you have 20 seconds. After that, you have 10 seconds to react. So, Ben, if you can start the timer now. Moonshot, you have 20 seconds. Two top players are 40 yards away. The two bottom players are 50 yards away. Smiling Moon versus the Twisted Sisters. Moonshot wants to go AP Bomb to Amanda. And Bert to Amanda. All right, Bert does take 1 life away from Amanda right now, but he is not flown back. And Amanda, you also have an AP bomb attached to you. And B-Dub, you're on the clock. You got 20 seconds, Bonnie. Bert is flying back with 1 point of Amanda's base life. Bonnie's going gold bomb. And Sledge working his way very slowly, I might add, to Kel. All right, Kel, you're on the clock. Sledge is working his way to you. Amanda, you got an AP1 bomb attached to you. Bird is flying back. Kel, you got 20 seconds. Kel is going AP bomb. And we got double Berts. And Amanda, another Bert has hit you and is taking 1 life away from you. So Amanda, you're on the clock. You got 20 seconds. Amanda has been double AP bombed and double birded. I don't think anybody's ever been double birded before. Amanda's going to send Rex over to Moonshot. And also go with a blue bomb over to Moonshot. So this is getting pretty intense in a hurry. So Moonshot, you are going to take 5% damage from Rex right out of the gates. So Moonshot, you are the first to be hit. You're at 95 and 8. However, Bert's on his way back. So Amanda, you lost 2 base life. Now she had a couple of tapes. So Amanda's at 100. But down to 13. Down to 13 base. So Moonshot, that's going to kick you up to 9 base. And Kel, you're up to 17. All right, everybody's had 1 round of attacks, so we know where the AP's at. We know which pets are out there. Moonshot, you got 10 seconds. It's going to speed up now, everybody. Round number 2. All right, so he wants to kill Rex and move around the top of the waterfall very carefully. All right, you can't move too much because Rex is your attack. but very carefully is the code word. So I'll give you this kind of baby steps. Get you a little bit closer. It's about 35 yards. All right, Rex is dead. No, I mean, you can move, but it's just slight movement because of the terrain. So, B-Dub, you were on the clock. Moonshot at 95 and now 9. B-Dub 100%. And if she gets hit, I will give you her stats. Amanda 100 and down to 13 base. Kel 100 and up to 17 base. All right, so Bonnie is going to go AP bomb to Moon. And sending Rex back over. So Moon, you take another 5 down to 90. And you got that AP bomb on you too. So Amanda's got a couple AP bombs on her. And now Moonshot's got one. So Kel, you're on the clock. All right, so Kel is going to summon Honey Badger. And also wants to detonate the bombs. Just 1 second, though. I want to check something. All right, so we've got Honey Badger, takes Sledge out of play, and Kel detonates 1 point of damage to Amanda. So Kel's bomb is out of play, and Amanda, you're on the clock. You have a 10-second timer. Bonnie, 100%. Amanda, 100%, but down to 12 base. Kel, 100 and down to 7 or at 17, and Moonshot at 90 and 9. All right, Amanda's going to go Cabal and AP1 arrow to Moonshot. But the arrow is actually AP2, Amanda. The arrow is AP2. So you do hit Moonshot. And he is down to 7 armor piercing. Moonshot, turn 3. You're on the clock with a 10-second timer. Moonshot, you got Rex on your ankle, by the way, from Bonnie. There you go. Kill Rex. So, what are you going to kill Rex with, Moonshot? Okay. All right. So, so Moonshot is going to go split shot. And kill Rex and deal damage to Amanda. But you can't shoot the Unholy because it's going to hit the pet damage first and then the Unholy effect is going to wear off. So Moonshot is going standard arrow, kills Rex, doesn't take the damage, and Amanda, you take a small amount of damage from the standard arrow. All right. Bonnie, you're 100 and max base life. Amanda, you're 95 and 12. Kel, you're 117. Moonshot is at 90 and 7. Bonnie, you're on the clock. You got a 10-second timer. Rex, Bonnie's Rex is out. Bonnie's Sledge is out. Kel's Honey Badger is gone. Amanda's Rex is gone. And both Berts are out of play. All right, so Bonnie is going to summon Finny to Kel and detonate AP1 to Moonshot. So, Kel, you're going to take 10% from Finny. And Moonshot, you're down to 6 AP because Bonnie is detonating her AP bomb. $90 and $6. All right, Kel, fresh off the damage from Finny. You have a 10-second timer. Go towards Large Rock in center and Blue Bomb to Amanda. All right, Amanda, you have a blue bomb. And Amanda, you're on the clock. All right. Nolan cannot throw the first turn. You can summon Nolan. So he is out. And you are not in grenade range. So Nolan is out. But remember, you're 35 yards away from Moonshot. So you can summon and move. You can summon, but you can't throw a grenade this turn. Either of you. Ben, reset us to 5 seconds. All right, so Amanda is going to detonate the blue bomb on Moonshot. So damage and Moonshot, your temporary health pool has been lowered by 25%. So you're at 85, but you have a current of 60. Well, you're at 60, and I guess you have a maximum of 85. Bonnie, 100%. Amanda, 95 and 12. Kel, 90 and 17. Moonshot at 60 and 6. Moonshot, you're on the clock. 10-second timer. All right, Moonshot is dropping clone smoke. And remember, it's not a toss, it's a drop. And shooting unholy arrow at Amanda to remove her immunity. So there are 2 Moonshots, and Amanda, you are no longer immune. Bonnie, you have 10-second timer. So Bonnie's going to move to the clearing and detonate gold bomb on Kel. All right, Kel, you take a shot from the gold bomb. Kel is on the clock. Bonnie 100 and max. Amanda 95 and 12. Kel 80 and 17. Moonshot 60 and 6 for the rest of the turn. And then he gets his 25% back. Kel, you're up. 10-second timer. It's not a bad joke, man. I like it. All right. Kel is going to kill Finney. With Bling. And that is your only attack. Killing Finney is an attack. You cannot attack and also get a second attack, which would be the grenade. So Finney is dead. Amanda, you're on the clock. Ten-second timer. All right, Amanda is going to go Tar Arrow to Moonshot. And, all right, so she goes Tar, which keeps him there. And slight movement. You're not going to get a full 15 yards. You'll get a few yards. All right, Moonshot, you are stuck in place. You have a 10-second timer. About 30 yards out, Moon. Not in grenade distance, but she closed about 5 yards and you're stuck. That's a good question. I would say, we've never had that asked before, but you know what, Moon? I'm going to say the Tar Arrow killed your clone. I think it's a fair question. And did not stick you in place. So your clone is gone because your clone took damage. And you're free to move. You're now free to move about the country. Yeah, give him a new timer. I mean, he may want to do that move anyway, but if he wants to move, that's up to him. It's the first time we've had a Tar Arrow shot at a clone, so. Okay, no. Heal Potion is a move, and the green plasma arrow is a two-handed weapon. So, those can't be done on the same turn. So, in essence, you can shoot or you can heal. All right, so he's going to shoot green plasma at Amanda. So Amanda, you're going to take green plasma damage. And Moonshot is going to get a healing kickback. He also gets his 25 base that he had lost. Moonshot is back to 90 and 7. 90 and 7. Bonnie, 100 and max. Amanda, 95 and 12. Kel, 80 and 17. Moonshot, 90 and 7. Bonnie, you're on the clock with a 10-second timer. Pets are dead. All right. Bonnie is going to go Purple Spark. And 50. Bonnie, you're about 25 yards out. You're going to have to move in to about here to get the Purple Spark. So Bonnie goes Purple Spark. To Kel. All right, Kel, you were on the clock. You have a 10-second timer. All right. So, Kel is going to detonate the bomb on Amanda. And it goes surprisingly well. Kel detonates. And Amanda, you take 1 AP. But something about that spark and something about that beautiful pink grenade. Kel, you look at the label, and instead of pink grenade, you think it says pink lemonade. I don't know why, but for some reason you like pink lemonade. And, I mean, you can't have pink lemonade without a little bit of water. So there happens to be a waterfall right over here. Kel, take 2 armor piercing. And Moonshot, you go ahead and take 2 as well since it is an AP4 split. Between you and your partner. Kel, you feel kind of like you're back to normal though. You don't feel purpley anymore. Amanda, you're on the clock. This Purple Spark is like spinning around though. It's still like lightning bug. 10-second timer, Amanda. Green plasma to Moonshot. Amanda, you are full healed. All right. Yep, you can drop the seal smoke. So Amanda, you are sealed. You can drop a smoke and fire the weapon. You just can't consume a potion or throw a smoke. So Amanda is effectively sealed. Moonshot, you're 80 and 5. And you're feeling like you want some of that lemonade too, Moonshot. You're on the clock. You got a 10-second timer. All right. Moonshot was about to go heel smoke, but Moonshot, I think you're feeling a little purpley from that spark as well. And you need a little TLC. So don't go chasing waterfalls. You need to stick to the rivers and the lakes that you're used to. Moonshot just feels like slip sliding away. So, yeah, he goes chasing waterfalls. Decide to slip and slide. Moonshot gets the second effect from the purple spark. B-Dub, you're on the clock. You got a 10-second timer. Close. You are 15 yards from Bonnie and about 20 yards from Amanda. Uh-oh. It's about to get real now. Percy is jumping into Moonshot and starting out with a big 10 spot. Moonshot, you're taking 10. You're at 70 and 5. And going Splasma to Kel. Via Grenade. So she's going Plasma, Splasma, Grenade. And it splits between both players. All right, Bonnie at 100 and max. Amanda, 100 and max. Kel, 60 and 15. Moonshot, 55 and 5. We got about 11 minutes to go. Kel, you're on the clock. Percy is did his damage. Yeah, and Amanda, you still got a Nolan floating around too, by the way. Nolan is still hanging out with you. Kel heals and seals. Yes. Percy hits, and then he has a carryover effect, Moonshot. So he's not still after you. He's already done his damage. So Kel goes heal and seal. Put you at 70 and 15. And she has Nolan out. Amanda has Nolan out. Kel has Nolan out. Amanda's sealed. Kel is sealed. Moonshot got hit by Percy and is still taking repeat damage. And Amanda, you're on the clock. I think I said Kel took the Percy damage, but Moonshot took the Percy damage. And they both took splasma damage. Uh-oh. So Amanda's going double green giant. Moonshot. Nolan just threw a green giant at you. It's going to hit. All right, he summons blue. Blue intercepts Nolan's grenade, and you avoid it. But Amanda throws a green giant, and blue has already taken his grenade, so you're going to eat the one that Amanda throws. Blue is out of play. And you are at 35 and 5, and you're going to take damage over time from the green giant next turn. All right, Moonshot. You are on the clock. You are taking damage from the green giant, and you're also going to take damage from Percy, 30%. All right, he is going to drop a heal over time smoke. It is dropped, by the way. Has not taken effect. And he is also going to throw Big Red to Amanda. So Amanda, you are going to take grenade damage. Big Red coming right at you. And Amanda is going to summon Blue Falcon. So Amanda's not taking anything. All right. Moonshot is surrounded by hot smoke, and B-Dub, you're on the clock. You got a 10-second timer. We got less than 5 minutes, everybody. All right. So first of all, there's no unholy, so the hot smoke does resolve. So Moonshot does not take the 30% damage from Percy. That is effectively healed. He also prevents the repeat damage from the Green Giant as well. But B-Dub just went Enrage 3 with a big red. And Moonshot, you're taking this one. And Moonshot takes lethal damage, but he does not die. Can anyone tell me why he doesn't die? You don't have to. All right. Kel, you're on the clock. Moonshot is at 1 life and 6 AP. 2.5 minutes to go. 10-second timer for Kel. Bonnie, 100 and max. Amanda, 100 and max. Kel, 70 and 15. Moonshot, 1 life and 6. Kel is going to go Pink Grenade by Nolan. Fury 4 and Green Giant to Amanda. All right. Kel has not enraged. So this is her only enrage. So Amanda, off the bat, you're going to take 2 AP. So that knocks you down to 13. Bonnie, you're taking 2 AP as well. Knocks you down to 20. Kel goes Fury 4 and Green Giant to Amanda, and it is going to be a big hit. %50 damage, Amanda. 50% of your base life in an instant. Amanda, you're on the clock. You got a 10-second timer. Bonnie, 100% and 20 base life. Amanda, 50% and 13. Kel, 70 and 15. Moonshot is at 1 and 6. The smoke is gone. She's going to hit Moon with a red plasma arrow, and Moon has taken his last point of life, which is lethal damage. Red plasma arrow times 1 red plasma arrow. So Moon, you kick the bucket. Moon is down for the count. We have hit .45 minutes. We've hit 45 minutes. Do not res. Do not waste your res. That is the match. That is the match, everybody. What'd you guys think? That was a good match all the way around. A couple of things I do want to call out. So I am going to award the match 7 points to B-Dub and Amanda. 3 points to Kel and Moonshot. It was a good back and forth. But I felt like Amanda and Bonnie had control for most of the match. I also want to say I am going to return Kel's Honey Badger and also going to return Bonnie's Sledge because I misplayed it. Sledge cannot be killed by Honey Badger. So, Kel, you should have eaten the 3 points of AP. Honey Badger is indestructible and is going to deal the damage. So that was a play that I missed. I tried to get the notes in before, and I couldn't make a decision on it, but then I found it after the fact. So Bonnie's AP3 should have hit. It would not have affected the outcome of the match. Kel had 16 base life, so an extra 3 would not have changed anything. The match still ended the way the match ended. So good job to both teams. Remember, plasma arrows are not retrievable. If you use a plasma arrow, it's gone. But B-Dub and Amanda kicking their record up. You guys want to see just a quick snapshot? So B-Dub and Amanda moving to 4-0, gaining 7 more points and giving up a total of 3 points. But good control. Great play of the Purple Spark by Bonnie. It was a game changer. And also a good job of Bonnie not bullying up with her gear because I thought I was going to see something a little different, but I like the strategy. Thanks, Kel. Congratulations, B-Dub and Unforeseen. Great partner. Great match. B-Dub as well. Kel and Moonshot, outstanding match. Love you guys. And once again, keep in mind, any super chats are going toward our pack opening on Saturday and Sunday. And you guys got a sneak peek of some of the dual gear. There's going to be a decent amount of dual gear this coming weekend. So just as a heads up. Here's the thing. I don't divulge people's gear setup. So, I think Bonnie, you can keep it on the DL a little bit longer. But I will say Bonnie has the ability to go toe-to-toe. She's got the ability to go range. She's got the ability to use a pet strategy. And tonight, Bonnie was the first person to use the darts and to get a combo off with the darts. Tonight was a great match with the sparks. So, you guys can learn different things by watching different players and how they go about it. But great match. The Twisted Sisters picking up 7 points. Kel and Moonshot holding on, but getting 3 points in the column as well. Sometimes even when you lose, it's about not getting eliminated and at least getting some of those points because those points could be tiebreakers at the very end. So Moonshot, this is also something cool. So Will says awesome match, but Moonshot says kills. I'm using my potion to get blue back and want my arrows back. Great match. So Moonshot is going to use the first ever pet revive. So pet revive, and that means blue will stay in his inventory. So Blue Falcon is right back. You got it, Moonshot. Gushe Gushe, thanks, Kills, for my box, and great job to everyone. You got it. Hey, thank you. Thank you, guys, for being PDL sponsors. Appreciate that. All right, we got another match on the way. Who's keeping score for this match? Because we got another good one lined up. Ben did a great. How about a round of applause for the Tin Man? Tin Man did a great job. All right, Kel is keeping score. I think one thing that's cool is I know you guys, you like to play and there's a lot of pressure and you get nervous. But then once you get the gameplay done and then once the match is over and you realize that there's a lot of good sportsmanship and good players and, win or lose, it's a great group of people. And we've done hundreds of these matches and it's just a lot of fun to watch you guys gameplay and interact. And with that being said, we got another one lined up for everybody. So I've got Tank, Dimes, Will, and Ocean Man. This is going to be a lot of fun. All right. Kel, give me a 20-second timer, and let me see. Ocean Man's going black graphene and blue graphene and titanium tape. Tommy going cobalt and vermilion. Remember, you guys can have 3 tapes, but you can only have 2 graphenes. Will going black and blue graphene and Elysium. Deadly Dimes, blue and red graphene. And Elysium on trace. All right, and give me 1 second. 1 second, everybody. All right, I am back. Sorry about that. You guys know, when Gabe calls, everything stops. So that was him. So Tommy was cobalt and vermilion. Will is going immune elixir. All right, I'm doing one last check here. Ocean Man is going energy elixir. All right, just double checking. I got elixirs for Ocean Man and Will. Did I miss elixirs for Dimes and Tank or no elixirs? So let's get a last call, and then we're going to get this match underway. Yep. All right, got you, Tommy. All right. I think we're good. We got everybody set up with what they are going to be using tonight. A lot of health. And let me get everybody put in your spot. So Dimes, you're going to be going first. Will, you will be going second. Tommy, you will be going third. And Ocean Man, you will be going fourth. Put Tommy over here. Ocean Man, you're behind that little barrel. Will, you're behind his barrel. And Dimes, you are buffered by that barrel. Dimes going with a Chardonnay elixir. You know, hey, you never know. You never know what that's liable to do. All right. Other than teammates, I'm going to say all players are 40 yards away. 40 yards for each player. Dimes, you're on the clock. You got a 10-second timer. Big match, everybody. This is the number 2 and number 3 rated teams. Pretty much tied, probably for second. Started out the season, it was Will and Ocean Man, then Dimes and Tommy passed them, and now B-Dub and Amanda jumped into that first place spot currently. Dimes is going to summon Sledge. All right, summon Sledge and AP Bomb to Ray. Uh-oh, Ray. All right. Will, you're on the clock. Remember, Sledge is unkillable. But he takes 5 turns to get there. And Will is going to summon Percy to Tommy. And he's also going to go AP Bomb to Dimes. So Dimes, you're wearing a bomb, and Percy is jumped over to Tommy. Tommy, he dropped you to 90%. Tommy, 113. 1 second. 1 second. Sorry, guys. All right, so we got Tank on the clock. Tommy is, so Will summon Percy to Tank, AP Bomb. Tommy, you got a 20-second timer. So Tommy, 20-second timer. Summon Sledge to Summon Sledge as well, and AP Bomb to Will. So Tommy is going Sledge and AP1 Bomb to Will. So Sledge is going to Will as well. All right, Ocean Man. So Dime, Summon Sledge and AP Bomb to Ray. Will went Percy and AP1 Bomb to Dimes. Tommy went Sledge and AP1 Bomb to Will after eating 10%. So Ocean Man, move in 10 yards and AP Bomb to Dimes. All right, so Ocean Man, I put you there. Put you within 30 yards. And AP1 Bomb to Dimes. You got it. All right. We're going to round two. Round two, Dimes, you're on the clock. And watch out, Tommy. Apparently there are there's some trees that could be a problem. Summon Spike to Ray and AP Bomb to Will. And the Blood Mist is going to show up. Oh no, we're about to get Blood Misted. But before we can get to the Blood Mist, we do have to resolve what's going on with Spike. So as you know, Spike is a very interesting pet, and he will do some major damage. He can do 1 time, 2 time, or 3 times the damage. So Ray, I'm going to let you pick the amount of damage a Spike is going to do to you. 1 or 2, he does single damage. 3 or 4, double damage. 5 or 6, triple damage. Pick a number, Ray. And each of your team has AP1 bombs. That's pretty bad. Like, you got to pick your number, and you know, even if you pick a good number, you know you're taking damage. 4 for Will. All right. It's a good number. Ray squeaked out with single damage. So Ocean Man, just single damage from Spike. Will, you are on the clock, and you are enraged from the Blood Mist. Will's going to move in 10 yards. To tank and brace Purple Cube. All right, it's going to get you about right here, Will. Tommy, you take damage. From a brace purple cube. Will was enraged, so he gets a little extra. Now, I do have to tell you that enrage is going to prevent you from using any Fury 4s for the remainder of the match. Remember, any enrage effect prevents the Fury 4 from coming into play. So Will, that's out of balance. Tommy at 80 and 13. All right, Tank, you're on the clock. And Percy is about to affect you again. This time for 30. All right, so Tommy is going to move to Will. And plasma grenade with purple cube 2. So there's a lot happening with this. All right. So Tommy just got hit with a purple cube. He's not immune. He's going to move to Will with his own plasma purple cube. And he's eating the damage from Percy. All right, so this is probably not going to be very beneficial. Tommy moves toward Will. And you take 30 from Percy. He's going to put you at 50 and 13. And he decides to drop the grenade. And Will summons Blue to take the grenade. So Tommy was going to self-inflict with his own purple grenade, but Will decided to summon Blue, which would have had diminishing effects anyway. So Blue is out of play. Tommy uses a purple plasma grenade. And we've done all of that, and we're to Ocean Man. Ocean Man, you're on the clock. So basically, Tommy takes 30 more from Percy, uses a purple grenade, and Will uses a blue. Ocean Man, you got 10 seconds. Tommy at 50 and 13. Ocean Man is going to summon Nolan. And he's going to go AP bomb to Tank. So he's got an AP bomb on Dimes and an AP bomb on Tank. All right. Hold that thought, everybody. I need one more second, please. Sorry. Okay, so this is where we left it. We've got Will had just thrown the defensive instant against Tommy. Then Ocean Man came back, summoned Nolan, and put an AP1 bomb on Tank. So that is the second round. So Dimes, you're starting out round number 3. 10-second timer, Dimes. Tommy is at 50 and 13. Dimes 100%. Will's 100%. Ocean Man 90 and 17. Uh-oh. The paintball crew that was last on the field left Special Energy Homebrew in the course. All right, you know what? Everybody's taking blood mist damage, and everybody is going to deal a little bit more damage. How about that? You're all taking the mist, so you're dying faster, but you're speeding up the attack, so you're going to hit harder. All right, so Dime's going to detonate the bomb on Ray. You do. And so that is the AP1 on Ray is now effectively used. And then she's going to go AP arrow on Ray. So that is going to kick him from 90. Keeps him at 90. But his armor piercing, remember he had those tapes on. Ray is now down to 14. 90 and 14 with the AP. Will, you're on the clock. And Will, take, let's get the blood mist started. So Will, take 5% from the blood mist. You were at 95 and 17. The blood mist kicked in. He's going to go Gold Spark on Tank. Gold Spark. All right, we got Mini Tommy. So wow, we're seeing the sparks today, which is great. Glad to see you guys playing. Some of these items have been around for a little while. So Tommy, half size and half damage. There you go. All right. Tommy, you're on the clock. You have a 10-second timer. 10-second timer. Tommy, half size, half damage, and he is going to drop. All right, what type of heal are you going to drop? A heal smoke or a heal and seal? Okay, if you drop a heal smoke, you cannot cast the spark. The spark is a one-turn effect. So you either drop the heal smoke or you go with the blue spark. You're taking Percy damage or you're going to be mini you. All right, Tommy is dropping heal smoke. Now, the smoke has not kicked in. Tommy is surrounded by smoke. Percy's damage has been suspended until the smoke resolves. Tommy is mini Tommy because he is gold sparked. And Ocean Man, you are now on the clock. You have a 10-second timer, Ocean Man. All right, so Ocean Man is going to move in 10 yards and detonate the bomb on Tammy. All right, so Ocean Man moves in here. And detonates the AP bomb on Dimes. So Dimes, you are now at 119 base. And Tommy's heel smoke kicked in. So Tommy, you are back to 113. Dimes at 119. Will is at 95 and 17. Ocean Man 90 and 14. And Dimes, you are back on the clock. This is round number 4. The Dimes, this is round number 4. Kick us off. You got a 10-second timer. And Dimes, take 5% from the blood mist. You're at 95 and 19. If you're just tuning in, very even match so far. Tommy took a little damage from Percy, but just healed it with the heel smoke. Dimes and Tank have a slight edge, ever slight. Deadly Dimes going to trace blue cube to Ray and also summon Oscar to Ray. So, as you know, you can summon another pet as long as Sledge is still in the works. So, Oscar is a AP2 split. So, Dimes is summoning Oscar, not moving, and going trace blue cube. So, she's going to slow Ray down and also hit him. And then we're splitting the AP damage between Will and Ray. So Will, 95 and 16. Ray, 80 and 13. Tank, 113. Dimes, 95 and 19. Will, you are on the clock. And you're taking the next round of Blood Mist. You're at 90 and 16. So Will is going to summon Oscar. To Tank. So Tommy, Oscar's going to split his damage. You're going to take one. Dimes, you're going to take another one. And he's going AP cube to Tank as well. So let's go hit Tommy down to 11. All right, Tommy, you are on the clock. 10-second timer. Tommy's going to detonate the AP bomb on Will and summon Oscar to Will. Man, Oscar's making some debut here. All right, Will. Your AP bomb has been detonated, puts you down to 15. Oscar also hits you for 1, puts you down to 14. Ray, you take the split damage as well, puts you at 12. The totals are as follows. Tommy, 111. Dimes, 95 and 18. Will, 90 and 14. Ocean Man, 80 and 17. Ray, you're on the clock. You are slowed by the blue cube that Dimes hit you with. All right, so he wants to go Fury 4, double Green Giant to you and Nolan. Problem is you're slowed. So, you cannot pull off 2 moves. Nolan can throw, you can throw, but you cannot potion and throw because she slowed you down, which took a half a turn away from you. Would have been a good move, but Dimes was a step ahead. All right, so what about Nolan? Just you? All right, so he's going double Green Giant, Dimes. So Nolan throws a green die. All right, so Dimes is going to summon blue. So Nolan's Green Giant is like this. Blue takes it, flies away. But the second Green Giant is going to hit. Not enraged. Dimes, you're at 80 and 18. He went double Green Giant. Dimes is 80 and 18. Dimes, this is turn number 5. There's a significance to this turn. Dimes, you're on the clock. You have 10 seconds. And it is the first ever sledge. Ray, you eat 3 armor piercing from Sledge. Sledge is out of play, Dimes. But congratulations, being the first person to be officially hit by Sledge. Could have been Bonnie, had I not misplayed it. Sorry, Bonnie. But I took the award away from Bonnie. Where's Dimes? Did I miss Dimes' turn already? I think we lost the deadly one. Where you at, Tammy? Uh-oh. All right, Tammy is going in Rage 3. In pink, AP4. Since this is a new item, I'm not going to do this again, but I am going to do it tonight. Save the Enrage 3 because why does she not want to use the Enrage 3, everybody? Somebody help me out with that. But after tonight, if you play it, you will lose it. This is the only time. Exactly. You can't enrage an AP item. So the Glam Bam is going to hit Will for 2, AP, and going to hit Ray for 2. So here are the current counts. Tommy, 111. Dimes, 80 and 18. Will, 90 and 12. Ray, 80 and 7. Will, you're on the clock. You have a 10-second timer. All right, Will is going to drop his summon. So he's bringing a Honey Badger out for defense and playing a Purple Spark on the tank. All right, Honey Badger's chilling, and Tommy, you are at your Spark now. Keep in mind, this is Tommy's second purple effect, so it's diminishing returns. So Tommy is going to drop, no hesitation there. Tommy's like, time smoke. And red cube with trace to Will. So time smoke and red cube. So Will, yes, the purple spark does, but you can't be purpled the whole match. That's the thing. So Tommy goes trace to Will, but Tommy, you're feeling a little bit of that purple. And you forget to use the red plasma. So you hit Will with a shot, with the trace, But after you shot him, you were like, oh man, I forgot to use the red plasma. So Will, you're taking damage from it, but not as much as you could have taken. All right. Ocean Man. And that spark, it just left Tommy. And boy, it's hungry for dimes. Ocean Man is going to drop a heal and seal. So Ocean Man is sealed. And it's going to go AP2 to dimes. It's kicking dimes down to 16. And that finishes round 6. So the current totals are Tank 111, Dimes 80 and 16, Will 80 and 12, Ocean Man 80 and 7. Dimes, you're on the clock. Ocean Man is sealed. And potentially healed for a little bit. Now, Dimes, you're feeling a little, you're feeling a little out of sorts. Like, I don't know what you're liable to do. Hasn't been 5 turns, Tommy. It's been 4 turns. So Dimes is going to go Unholy Grenade. Oh, nice play. So Ray, she is throwing Unholy Grenade to get rid of your heal and your seal smoke that is not resolved. All right. Unholy Grenade. Gonna hit. So Ray, you are not healed or sealed. Will, you're on the clock. You have 10 seconds, and you just got popped for 3 armor piercing because Tommy's sledge just resolved. So 80 and 9. So Will is going with the heal smoke and also stepping back and going Goldar 9 to Tommy. All right, slight movement and a Goldar to the tank. Now we know the tank can take some grenade damage. And remember, Tommy dropped time smoke, and you guys are actually got your moves in before we even get the timers going. So that was not a problem. And Tommy's like, nope, I'm using defensive instant, so Tommy takes 0 damage from the Goldar. Because he's a tank, and that's what tanks do. But he has used his prevent damage. So Will throws Goldar, hits Tommy. Tommy prevents it. His tank spell is effectively used and is out of play. All right, Ocean Man, you're on the clock. Wait. Sorry. Scratch that. Tommy, you're on the clock. Tommy's on the clock. That was Will's turn. Tommy used a defensive instant. Tommy is on the clock. Tommy, 111. Dimes, 80 and 16. Will, 80 and 9. And Ocean Man, 80 and 7. Tank and Dimes with a slight lead. And we need Tommy. Where's Tommy? Again, Will's attack was the grenade. Tommy's action was a defensive instant on his turn. It is Tommy's turn once again. Type it a third time, and this time type the move that you're going on the offensive move. That was on defense. We spent 40 seconds resolving this. You guys have to know. You got to know what your moves are. I understand, but it's his job to know that because he's playing and it's his class. So that is a defensive instance. Just like when the priest prevent it. It's defensive instance, just like the Iris Ring. 2 minutes on one move. Yeah, I got nothing. I can see you, Tommy. I saw tank page 1, and then I see, can you see me? Can you see me? Can you see me? That's all I see. Tank page 1. Look up. Can you see me? I know I typed it. Type it again. I mean, come on, guys. You told me 3 times you've typed it. Just type it again. All right, I see it now. Rage and Green Giant to Will. First time I've seen it. All right, Rage and Green Giant to Will. Will has already used blue. Will, you're eating the Green Giant, and you're eating it enraged as well. 60 and 9. 60 and 9. Ocean Man, you're on the clock. 10-second timer for Ocean Man. We've got about 3 more minutes, everybody. 3 more minutes. Warriors charge to Tammy as close as possible and heal and seal. All right, he's going to try another heal and seal. And you're there. You are literally face to face. Dimes, you're on the clock, and I do have to tell you, that purple spark is emanating. It is big time. It is in your veins right now. You are feeling out of control. 10 seconds. All right, she wants to travel voucher. I don't know what it is about this travel voucher, Dimes, but one, this purple spark effect has made you want to take this travel voucher and turn it into a paper airplane. But in doing that, you suffer a paper cut. And 1, you take 5 damage from your paper cut. But number 2, after you make this travel voucher into a paper airplane, you throw it. And you're pretty strong. So it kind of goes like this. And it goes like that. Oh no, Tommy. You take 5% too from a paper airplane from Deadly Dimes. 95 and 11. Tank 95 and 11. Dime 75 and 16. Will 80 and 9. And Ray 80 and 7. 80 and 7. 80 and 9, 75 and 16, Tommy 95 and 11. Will, you're on the clock. I am sorry, Will. You are at 60 and 9. Will, you are at 60 and 9. I need to pencil in that last attack that you took. All right, he is going to go summon Spike to tank. Tommy, pick a number. You're going to take single, double, or triple. And he's going to go Brace Green Cube to tank as well. About a minute and a half, everybody. Minute and a half. Very close match. Tommy picks a 4. And he takes triple damage from Spike. Triple damage. The wrong time to be taking triple damage, Tommy. Oh, boy. Wrong place, wrong time. Will also hits him with the cube. Will gets a small heal from the cube. Tommy, you're on the clock. Summon Badger is fine. All right, you cannot do both. You can summon and blue spark. You can blue spark or you can Goldar. But you can't do all 3 moves. All right, he's going to summon the Badger and go Goldar to Will. $50 and 10. 50 and 10. And Ocean Man, you are on the clock. Ocean Man, your move. Ocean Man is going Fury 4 and Bling 2 Dimes. Dimes, you take a big hit. And this is the last turn of the game. Dimes, you are taking a hit all the way down to 35 and 16, effectively winning the match. Wait a minute. Oh, no. Time is called. Ray hit, knocking Dimes down to 35%, giving Will and Ray the lead and the win. But Dimes just went Iris Ring and prevented the damage. The total. Tommy is at 70 and 11. Dimes Would have been 75 and 16, but she is 75 and 16. Will at 50 and 7. Ray 80 and 12. Winner by points. Tommy and Dimes getting the win, 6 points. Will and Ray, the loss with the Iris ring on the last move of the game. If Ray's attack goes through, Will and Ray get the victory. He went Fury 4. He saved a big, big hit. And Tank and Dimes edging out the victory at the end. Good match. I added a little bit of extended time to make up for some of the delay. And Tommy was typing. We couldn't see anything. So certainly appreciate you guys being patient. A little bit of extra. We had an extended match. Great match all the way around. But it ended up with the right amount of turns. So everybody got an equal amount of turns. Deadly Dimes went Iris ring right at the very end. And, woo. Good play all the way around the board. It's no worries. I mean, all we did was we added extra time to it, Tommy, so not a problem. All right. Hey, we are running a little bit extra tonight, but we got another match, and it's a big match. So I am going to we're going to jump right into it. That was a heck of a match. So, win or lose, these matches tonight, they're intense. They are good battles all the way down to the wire. We got some great competition and some great players. But you can't forget about that Iris ring. All right, I've got Fly Rod and Ben and Trigger and Rocket. Fly Rod, Ben, Trigger, and Rocket. Here we go. So I need to get a 20-second timer, and I need Rocket, Trigger, Ben, and Fly Rod. Everybody tell me what you're going to be using, what tape, what items, any of the above. I see Gina Crockett there. Hey, Gina. Trigger's going Elysium. On Brace. Black Graphene and Red Graphene. Nice health buff there. We got Ben the Tin Man going Red Graphene and Vermilion. Gina is going Immune. And going Black Graphene Tape. And Elysium. And I might have missed, where's Fly Rod? He's probably typing it. Terrain will be a factor. How you move, where you climb, where you end up. Pay close attention to your surroundings. There we go. Fly Rod is going Immune. Black and Blue Graphene. And Elysium on Oasis. All right, before we get started, I want to remind everybody. This match in Group B, there's 2 different groups. Now, it doesn't matter which group you're in to make the tournament. We're taking the best teams into the tournament. But with that being said, the Group B division is led right now by Trigger and Rocket with a 3-1 record. But right on their heels are an up-and-coming team that's actually got a hot streak going, which is Ben and Flyrod at 3-2. So if Ben and Flyrod pull off the upset, they, by tiebreaker, would be in first place in Group B. So this match is kind of for first place in Group B. So it's a big match. Big match, big scenery, big players, big event. Trigger, Flyrod, Gina 3rd, Ben 4th. Everybody is buffed. Let me get your position so you guys can all see where you're starting out. In 10-man, up top. Rocket, low. Flyrod, straight across. And Trigger, hard to reach. Remember, terrain is a factor. Pay close attention to it. Trigger, who's my timekeeper? Tommy, are you keeping time for this one or somebody else? All right, Kel is keeping time. Angel, you got a 20-second timer, and each player is 50 yards away from their opponent. 50 yards, everybody. All right, she is going to start out by summoning Percy to 10-man. And you can't go AP bomb to both. You can only summon and get one AP bomb off. Ben, you start out with a 10% hit from some deadly venom. And remember, you will continue to take the deadly venom unless you heal through it. All right, she's going AP bomb to Flyrod. That's going to make good conversation at the dinner table tomorrow. All right, here we go. Hey, all's fair in love and war. Flyrod, you got 20 seconds. You going to return the favor? Ben taking damage from Percy. Percy is gone. He infects you with the venom, and then he's gone. But you will take 10, 30, and 60 unless you heal. So you've already taken the 10. Flyrod is going double gold bombs. One to Trigger. And one to Rocket. All right, Gina, you're on the clock with a 20-second timer. Gina, 20-second timer. All right, she is going to summon Oscar. An AP bomb. To Flyrod. I see who the target is. Oscar is going to split his AP damage. So, Fly Rod, you are now... Hang on, you got a lot of life, man. You were 122. You're at 121 base. Ben, you were at 90 and 10 after you take the damage from Oscar. Fly Rod at 121 base. Ben at 90 and 10 base. And we got some people wearing AP bombs. And Ben, you're on the clock. 20-second timer for Ben. Ben is going to go spike to trigger, and he's going to go heal and seal. And it will resolve because nobody's in range of you. So Ben is effectively sealed. And trigger, let's let you pick your... Trigger 1 to 6. She's picking a 4. Let's see what 4 does. It is a 1. It is a 1, so she takes just single damage. Puts trigger at 90 and 15. 90 and 15. All right, we've got through one round, everybody. Trigger, you're on the clock. You now have a 10-second timer. Remember, the timer speed up. 10-second timer. Fly Rod, 121. Ben, 90 and 10. He is healed and sealed. Trigger, 90 and 15. Gina, untouched. Percy's effect is gone. Ben has nullified Percy's effect, by the way. So she's going to travel voucher to Rocket. All right. That's where you end up. Both players are there. Ben is effectively healed back to 100% and sealed. Fly Rod 121, Ben 110 and also sealed. Trigger 100-15 and Gina untouched at this point. And Fly Rod, you're on the clock. All players are 50 yards away from each other. Fly Rod, 10-second timer. All right. Fly Rod is going to summon Percy to Rocket. He's also going to detonate one of those bombs. So, Gina, you're taking damage from Percy at 10%. And you're also taking damage from the gold bomb as well. So Gina was at 85 and 13. She's going to drop Heel Smoke. And there's really not a whole lot anybody can do about it because they're 50 yards away. And she is going to detonate the AP bomb she has on Fly Rod. So Percy basically hits Gina for 10%. She heals it, preventing the future damage and recovering the 10% she lost of it, which is going to put her back to 95 and 13. Very good move. Fly Rod takes the AP bomb damage, which takes him down to 20. He's at 100 base, but 20 AP. 10-man. You're on the clock. 50 yards away, everybody. Good close match. We're about 10 minutes in, everybody. About 10 minutes in. Very close match. Ben and Fly Rod with a slight lead, but it's early. All right, Ben is going to get as close as possible. Well, here's the thing, Ben. You can go about 35 yards away, and he goes beige bomb. To each. Each player is wearing a beige bomb. All right, Trigger. You're up next. 35 yards from Ben, 50 yards away from Fly Rod. You have a 10-second timer. All right, she's going to summon Bull. To Ben. Ben, you're taking 1 AP. And detonate AP bomb. Now out of play to Fly Rod, which is taking him down to 19 base. Fly Rod 119. Ben 109. Trigger 90 and 15. Rocket 95 and 13. All right, Fly Rod. 10-second timer. That's just sweet. Sorry, Fly Rod. I had to blow up an AP bomb, but still love you. We'll have dinner in 30 minutes. Come on, where's the fire? Where's the fire? Where's the anger, the venom? Fly Rod is getting into the mix. He's going to time warp right over. Oh, yeah. He's like, you know what? Enough of this. All right. You got it. Fly Rod is straight up time warped over. Gina. You're on the clock. Actually, Ben, you take no points from the bull the first time. You're correct. Ben did not take points from the bull because he had his seal. It broke his seal. Will says, here comes Will, wingsuit flying through that opening in the rock, screaming, let's go. I see him too. Let's go. Sorry, it's not 3D. Or it is 3D. Anyway, you get the idea. There's Will flying back and forth. He's up there watching you guys on a hang glider. Gina's like, welcome. I like, all right. Gina's like, you know what? You're going to come over here. I'm going to enrage 3 and cyclone you. This is going to hurt a lot. I mean, I get it. He's a tank, but this is a cyclone. This is like the immovable object against the other thing. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah, the one thing doesn't move and one thing moves everything. That theory. But yeah, this is going to hit you, Rod. She hits him for a big 35. And guess what? He stops it all. Gina goes enraged. Oh, he pulled the okey doke. He's like, let me go over here and make you use that enraged 3. And she did. And he takes a big 35%. And then he just gets rid of it. Wow. Well played. Well played. That's the way you got to play a tank right there. Get them to use their enrage. Tricky, tricky, tricky. All right, Ben. You're on the clock. You got 10 seconds. Actually, that's a hell of a move because you want to get that enraged 3 out on the table as quick as possible. And he just moonwalked in there. But not everybody can take a hit like that. I mean, he's in tank gear as well, so that does help, right? That is a game-changing move. Climb down onto the side of enemies. Travel as far. All right, so 35 yards. Well, I mean, you rolled a little bit. There you go. Because there's some sand there. All right, so we got a whole bunch of people really, really close right now. Trigger, you're on the clock. Fly Rod, 119. Ben, 110. Trigger, 90 and 15. And Rocket, 95 and 13. And Gushe Gushe shows up, and she wants everybody to be healed. We might get a slight heal. Oh, look at this. Trigger's going straight. Tex 4. All right, Ben, you're getting the whip. Now it is +4. It's a mid-range weapon. But Ben, you are taking some damage here. And she's going rage 2. So I got Ben at 85 and 10. Ben is 85 and 10. The match is basically tied. The match is tied. Fly Rod, you are on the clock. Ten-second timer. All right, he is going to go. I'm assuming backing off a little bit, like so. He said come down and then go AP plasma grenade. So he's going AP plasma. And basically using the AP plasma almost like a glam bam. So he's going with the juice with an AP plasma. Now keep in mind, the juice does damage as well. Remember, the juice is doing base damage, and then he's adding the AP plasma mix to it. So he's got like a juice AP plasma cocktail thing working. So Fly Rod, give me a target. I still have to have a target. And Will's saying it is a slippery slope up there. All right, so his target is Rocket. And so it's like this. But he does slide back a little bit. He's still holding on by a tiptoe. So Rocket is going to take the majority of the damage because she's the primary target. So she gets hit with the juice grenade and the AP1. So Rocket is at 80 and 12. But Trigger also is going to get hit because they're basically close, so she gets hit for a decent amount as well. Puts her at 75 and 14. Fly Rod 119, Ben 85 and 10. Trigger 75 and 14, and Gina 80 and 12. And we got Rocket on the clock. Gina, you got a 10-second timer. So Gina's going to go brace with green cube. Good move. Going to give her a little bit of that healing kickback. So Fly Rod takes damage from the brace. And Gina also cast another AP bomb. So Fly Rod, you're taking a little bit of damage from that brace. And Gina's getting a little bit of the healing kickback. All right. 10-man. You got 10 seconds. Slight edge still to Fly Rod and 10-man. We're a little bit over halfway through the match, everybody. Good match so far. Ben is going to detonate the beige bombs on both. Ben, 2 detonations would be your entire move. So I'll reset you to 10, but remember each detonation All right, so he is going to go one detonation on trigger, and then he's going green giant. Slightly closer to trigger. All right, so Beige Bomb is going to lower Trigger's temporary health and her attack by 25%. So, Angel, that's going to put you temporarily at 50% life. And he's also throwing a green giant. Mainly at you. So the green giant is going to take you down to 30% life and 14. Gina's going to take some of the damage from it as well, not as much. $75 and 13. 75 and 13 for Gina. All right, Trigger, you have 10 seconds. The health totals once again. Fly Rod 90 and 19. Ben 85 and 10. Trigger 30 and 14. But she'll get 25% back shortly. And Rocket 75 and 13. And Trigger also has a 25% damage loss. All right, so she is going to go green cube to Ben and time smoke. I love this time smoke. So the green cube is going to give her some of that health kickback. And Ben, you're going to take some slight damage from that as well. All right, Fly Rod. You're on the clock. You get your full allotment of time. Ben, you will not. Remember, if you don't act in time, it will be diminishing returns. Your damage, your healing will do less. Fly Rod, you have a 10-second timer. Move in, and he's going to go space with armor piercing to Rocket. I'm going to move in a little bit. All right, hitting with space and AP Plasma. Gina, you're at 65 and 12, Trigger 55 and 17. Still a close match, but they've gained a little bit of the upper hand. You have a 10-second timer. Time smoke. Oh boy. Okay, hold on. Time smoke and then glam bam to Fly Rod. So she's going pink grenade, and Fly Rod, you're going to take. Okay, let me resolve it. Gina is throwing Glam Bam to Fly Rod. He's already used his defensive instant. So I'm assuming the grenade hits. That's going to put Fly Rod at 90 and 17. And that damage is going to be split with Ben. It's going to take Ben down to 8. All right. Ben, you have 2 seconds. Tommy, 2-second timer. Two, 1, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Green Giant to trigger first. Summon Oscar at both. So Ben is going to summon Oscar. And he's going green, I can't say it, Green Giant. All right, Trigger got her health back she lost from the beige bomb. She's at 55 and 15. The Green Giant takes you to 40 and 15, Trigger. Oscar is going to hit and knock you down to 14. Gina, you're at 65 and 11. Oscar splits, hits both players. Trigger, you have 20 seconds. You have as long as you want. She's going to go brace 6, purple cube. All right, brace 6 with a purple cube to Ben. And she got her heel smoke in the mask, so that'll resolve in a little bit. So Ben, you're taking a little purple. And you're also taking a little bit of brace damage. It's going to put you to 70 and 8. Trigger does have heel smoke. Has not resolved yet. But the smoke is there. Fly Rod, you're on the clock. You have your full allotment of 10 seconds. All right, he is going summon Fido and BT to trigger. All right, Trigger's heal resolves. There were no unholy effects. So she in essence goes from 40 to 90 and 14. But she's getting hit by Fido. And he goes BT7. Both players still side by side. So Gene and Trigger still both here. So the BT7. Launch and fall. Gina as well, being side by side. Oh, look, Will. Check this out. Will, you're not alone anymore. I believe I can fly. And then the fall. Both players from the BT7 taking damage, fall damage, and AP damage. All right, Fly Rod finished his turn. I'm going to give you guys the life totals because it's getting very, very interesting fast. Fly Rod at 90 and 17, Ben at 70 and 8, Trigger 55 and 14, Gina 50 and 10. Gina, you're on the clock. We have less than 10 minutes to play, everybody. Gina, you got 20 seconds, so you got a ton of time. All right. Yes. You can pick two of those moves. All right, Will is going to. Oh, he's trying to heal him up. We'll get back to that in 1 second. Heal potion and grenade to Fly Rod. So we're going to go Green Giant to Fly Rod. And Gina, let's get your heal resolve first. You guys know how this works. 1 or 2. She gets 25%. 3 or 4, she gets 50%. 5 or 6 is what she's gunning for. 5 or 6 could be match changing. We saw Fly Rod with the big match changing move early on, getting the Enraged 3 out there. Now, Gina needs a big heal. She picks a 3. And it is a big heal. What a big heal. That gets them right back in the game. Gina back to 100% total health. 13 base. Did she need that one? And she went Green Giant to Fly Rod, taking him to 70 and 7. Deadly Dimes is trying to get in the action here. Where's Deadly Dimes? It's up there with her megaphone, cheering people on. She can't fly, though. But she can hang out on the ledge. And Will, you got to come down eventually. It's too much energy to be flying. All right, Rocket with a big, big move. Ben, the tables just turned. Rod at 70, Ben at 70, Trigger 55, and Gina back to 100%. Gina and Rocket have taken a slight lead. can't use the spark and the Goldar. You can only drop a smoke and spark or drop a smoke and Goldar, but you can't spark and grenade. Tommy, reset my timer to 7 seconds. Seven minutes to go, everybody. Actually, less than 7 minutes. We have a close one. Super, super close. All right, he's going to detonate the bomb on Rocket, which is temporarily going to lower her health pool to 75%. And then he's going Goldar to trigger. Trigger, you're taking the Goldar damage. Knocking you down to 35 and 14. Flyrod and Ben have taken a slight lead. It's a back and forth match. Trigger, you're on the clock. You got a 10-second timer. 6 minutes to go, everybody. This match is going back and forth from turn to turn. Make sure you get your moves in quickly, because a slow move might be the difference between winning and losing at this point. Oh boy. Enrage 3. And she has not used her Enrage yet. She was saving it for a rainy day. Enrage 3 and Big Red going at Flyrod like this. All right, it is going to hit. Even as a tank, it hits him hard. Flyrod at 35 and 17. 35 and 17. The match is still super, super close right now. It's almost dead even. Flyrod, you're on the clock. Flyrod 35 and 17. Ben 70 and 8. Trigger 35 and 14. And Gina 75 and 13. Gina and Trigger up by 5 points only. Up by 5 points only. All right, can't rage, Green Giant, and heal. You can rage in Green Giant. You can heal in Green Giant, but you can't do all three. Tommy, reset his timer to 7 seconds. I agree. Will says, can we get a video of Flyrod and Trigger battling this out down to the end and then getting up and having breakfast the next morning? You know what the conversation is going to be? If only I would have played that gold bomb. Heal Smoke and Green Giant. All right, Flyrod dropping the Heal Smoke. It is not resolved. And he's going Green Giant. And who is eating the Green Giant, Flyrod? Oh, he's sending the Green Giant to Trigger. Whew, another big hit. Trigger down to 15 life. Flyrod's got the Heal Smoke hanging around. Gina, you are on the clock. Flyrod 35 and 17. Ben 70 and 8. Trigger 15 and 14. Rocket 75 and 13. Fly Rod and Ben just took a slight lead. About 2 minutes to go, everybody. Just a couple minutes to go. Gina, where do you want to warp to? All right, Gina is going to warp up top. Time smoke. All right, Ben, 10-second timer for you. Fly Rod 75-17, Ben 70 and 8, Trigger 15 and 14. Gina teleported up top to get high ground 75 and 13. Ben is going to drop heel smoke. And Goldar to Trigger. Trigger has taken lethal damage. Trigger has taken lethal damage. Cannot be used after the attack. And that is time. Trigger, save the res. Not going to matter. Time has expired. Do not waste the res. Ben, by virtue of the knockout, it was a close match. Ben getting the killing blow and pulling off the upset. Fly Rod and Ben, the 10-man, winning a very, very close match. 6 points, Fly Rod and Ben. 4 points, Trigger and Rocket. 4 points to Trigger and Rocket. Lot of extra damage. The two team members were so close. Gina made a great move to teleport away, but it was after about 4 rounds of each player taking multiple grenade shots. We had Ben and Fly Rod. Good strategy. They stayed close, but they were split up. Gina and Trigger a little bit close, and then finally they figured out to split up. But it was just a little bit late, everybody. Good match, as close as you can get. In fact, before the last turn, Ben and Fly Rod took the lead, then Trigger and Rocket took the lead, and then Fly Rod with the heel and with that grenade actually pulled it out. Never know. If we'd had a couple more minutes, what would have happened. But 45 minutes certainly puts you guys under the gun. There's only so many moves you can get in. But a good match, everybody. Actually, 3 great matches once again. I got to tell you guys, the last 6 matches we've had, last Wednesday night and then tonight, just intense, good sports, great battles all the way down to the wire. started out tonight. I mean, you can't get much better than that, right? I mean, coming out of the gates, undefeated B-Dub and Amanda and Kel and Moonshot give them absolutely all they can handle. So, good strategies. The Purple Spark, big difference in the first match. But B-Dub and Amanda getting 7 points. Kel and Moonshot still getting on the board. Then we had Tank and Dimes and Will and Ocean Man. Another one went down to the wire, 6-4. And then this one tonight going down 6-4 as well. So couldn't ask for any better competition. Good stuff. Good stuff. Thank you so much, Bonnie. Bonnie says, great night of fights. Congratulations to everybody. Again, Kel is keeping totals, so any super chats that happen during the week, then you guys know those are going to our pack opening event. It's going to be a pretty big pack opening event, I think. There are some really, really good options right now for PvP. One, some of you are wearing PvP gear, which you know the base health and the AP is great from that. Some of you are going to be wearing platinum gear. Some are still wearing tier, but you also saw a taste last week of the brand new dual armor. So how many people tonight that played, if you were playing and you had a full set of two-color armor, how many people might have changed your armor mid-match? So, for example, let's say you had red gold. How many people might have halfway through the match switched up their armor to absorb an attack and then maybe switch back up for more damage? Could you have seen the value in changing? That brace armor is going to be an absolute game changer for you guys. Whenever you get into some of these matches, it's going to be ridiculous. So full armor, the ability to change from damage to reflect, from reflect to dodge, from dodge to it's going to be good. Thank you so much, Gemstone. Appreciate that. So no stream tomorrow night. I will be taking a catch-up day, getting 100% done. Tomorrow would be a good day if you do want to get your additional gems, additional gear. Send me that information tomorrow because I'll be able to take a little bit more time with that. We're almost back to where we need to be. Wednesday night, we'll be back with tag team matches. There will be bundles for you guys to replenish your grenades and some other stuff. We'll do a special bundle as well. Maybe a sneak peek of that armor in a bundle. And then Friday night, of course, we're going full steam ahead with Jigsaw Jungle Chapter number 2. You guys know it's about the Guardians. It's going to be some big fights for you guys this weekend. So make sure you are 100% ready to go. I'm looking forward to this week. This week's going to really challenge you guys. Thank you so much, Gina. Rocket Crockett, great fight to Ben and Fly Rod. You got it. Dark Princess, no pack, just love for all the 999 Army. You know, some people are playing hard. Some people are watching. We got something for everybody. It's a lot of fun. I had somebody message me today and said, Kills, are you actually going to do shirts of some of the players? And you know we have trading cards. And I said, eventually we will. You know, we'll have a Tommy the Tank shirt. We'll have a Rocket Crockett, you know, for people to rep their favorite players. But right now, get the trading cards. Trading cards are going to be long-term collectibles. So, but we're just hitting our stride, everybody. We're continuing to grow. I will see everybody Wednesday night for some great PvP matches. Even if you're not playing, show up and cheer, or if there's show up and check out the bundles. I can tell you last week's bundle was the best bundle we've ever done. There was a ton of stuff in those bundles, and I think this week will be pretty good as well. So thanks for everything that you guys do. Will the Bill. Just going to fly around till Wednesday night. Yet, we'll hold you guys right here. And thanks again. It is after 12 o'clock. I know we got a little bit of a late start tonight, but still earlier than some of the old streams we had where it'd be like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. Who loves the timers? If you love the timer, give me a quick 999. I think it's awesome. So you guys have a great night, and I'll see you on Wednesday. Peace.